How about them Cowboys, fan nation? Making this video a little bit early. There's 3 minutes left in the game. Cowboys are absolutely destroying the Jets right now, 37-14. What a great game. Now, I'll be honest with you. I did not know what to expect in this game. I know everybody's going to say, well, you just beat an 0-4, now about to be 0-5 Jets team, Dallas fan. Let me tell you something. That Jets team hung in there with some teams that were very good. Steelers, they should have won that game week 1. Steelers have a winning record. And then you look at the Buccaneers. Buccaneers right now are one of the better teams in the NFC. They came down to the wire. I watched that game. The Jets almost beat the Miami Dolphins last week. Now, the Miami Dolphins are a bad team, so I will say that. But this Jets team is not good, but they've played very hard. They have a lot of talent, a lot more talent than what they're showing. And for the Cowboys, without 80% of our starting offensive line to come out there and do this to a very good Jets defense, because the Jets defense, by the way, was 12th in the NFL. That was a good catch there by the Jets guy, but it is what it is. Come on, defense. Come on, don't give up another cheap touchdown, but it doesn't matter. We won the game anyways. The Jets got a good defense. Their defense, I believe, was ranked 12th going into this game in pass defense. Come on. Oh, nice play by Shamar James. He didn't quite knock the ball away, but that's okay. But anyways, Jets got a very good passing defense. They really do, fan nation. And for us, without 80% of our starting offensive line, without CeeDee Lamb, without Kevontae Turpin, to still put up this kind of points against a pretty good Jets defense, especially in the passing. Their rushing defense isn't that good, but their passing defense is top 15. To me, is pretty good. Let's start. Dak Prescott played a great game. I mean, the guy was on fire today. I've been saying this for a while. Dak Prescott is a game manager, and there's nothing wrong with that. The way you win with Dak, you use the run to set up the pass. You use a lot of play action. If you do play action with Dak Prescott and you run the ball effectively, you can win with a quarterback like him. Now, I don't think Dak is amazing. He's having a great year. He really is. I mean, the guy has 10 touchdowns through 5 games. He's had a great, phenomenal season so far. He really has. Dak, after this game, he's had a great year. Averaging 2 touchdown passes per game in 5 games is a good season. It really is. But if you continue to do this with Dak, run the ball, run some play action like Schottenheimer has done, which I'll get to him in a minute, you can win with a quarterback like Dak. But if you try to do pass-happy garbage with him, it's hard to win. That's not his game. Right now, we're seeing what Dak Prescott does best. Play action and just be a game manager. That's exactly what, if you do that with Dak, you can win some games with him. Dak had a great game today. Javonte Williams had a great game today. Over 100 yards, rushing touchdown, and another receiving touchdown. George Pickens had a good game today. He had that big touchdown pass. That was a beautiful pass from Dak. And he had Sauce Gardner beat. That was a great throw, great catch. Jake Ferguson had 2 touchdowns. He had a great game. Ryan Flournoy. I've been a fan of Ryan Flournoy since we drafted him. I thought he was pretty good. The guy has had over 100 yards today. He's been phenomenal. He should take that number 3 spot from Jalen Tolbert. Jalen Tolbert to me is not. He's not better than Ryan Flournoy at this point. If I were the Cowboys, I would put Ryan Flournoy as your number 3. Here's how I do it. When CeeDee Lamb gets back and Kevontae Turpin, you make CeeDee number 1, of course, George Pickens number 2, Turpin as your slot guy, number 3, and Flournoy is your 4. That's who you go with. Jalen Tolbert, to me, has not been impressive, but Ryan Flournoy has been great today, 2nd and 4. Oh, come on, Clowney, get the sack, get him. Oh, come on, guys. Don't let Justin Fields get a cheap touchdown. Nice play. I'm still watching the game. Game's not quite over yet, but it's 3rd and 4. Anyways, offense was great. The backup offensive line did a good job. Dak Prescott didn't get sacked a single time in this game. Dak Prescott used his legs today. He really did. He's still slow, but Dak used his legs, played very good in that department. Overall, the offense, nothing new. They were phenomenal. Dak was great. The offensive line played well. Let's get to the defense. Now it's 3rd and 4, so if they hold them under 20, I'll be impressed. Let's see what they do. And they gave up a cheap touchdown. That's fine. They gave up a cheap touchdown, so they didn't quite hold the Jets under 20 points, but they played pretty well. We got plenty of pressure after Justin Fields, 5 sacks today. And for all you people that said, oh, Micah, I wish we had Micah. Well, guess what? James Houston, in a rotational role, has 3.5 sacks. James Houston is a guy I actually really liked when we picked him up because I remember he had a good season a couple years ago with the Detroit Lions. He was just buried on the depth chart. He has 3.5 sacks in 5 games. That's phenomenal. And Micah Parsons has 2.5 sacks in 4 games. 2.5 sacks in 4 games. Micah's getting paid $47 million a year, Fan Nation, Cowboys Nation. $47 million a year. And yet, he has 1 less sack than James Houston does. You could say, well, James Houston's played more games. True. But James Houston is not getting paid $47 million. He's not getting paid like Micah's getting paid. Micah's honestly been so far a disappointment if you're a Green Bay Packers fan. Because even though with the 2.5 sacks, I don't even really count that because Dak, it was like a no-gain run. So paying $47 million, you gave up all those picks for him. By the way, Kenny Clark also had half a sack today. He should have 2. He has 1.5 on the season because they didn't want to give him any credit for that first one in the Eagles game. But he should have 2 as a defensive tackle. And overall, the defense has just played phenomenal. James Houston had a great game. Dante Fowler had a sack. Sam Williams finally got a sack. He actually had a good game today, was key. Izaraku has looked pretty good. He's gotten pressure a couple times on the quarterback. Osa had a sack finally. He had a good game today. Kenny Clark, like I just mentioned. The secondary looked a lot better today. They're going for 2 here, and they got it. So it'll be 22-37. They're down by 15 with 1:42 left. But overall, Fan Nation, I'm proud of the way that this team played. Again, the Jets are a bad team, but they're a team that's played close against a couple good teams this year. They lost games that they should have won. They should have beat the Steelers. They choked the first game. They had a chance to beat Tampa Bay, and they choked. So overall, satisfied with the way that this team played. Offensive line has been phenomenal. The backups really have been. And overall, just a great win for us. We're going to be 2-2-1. We really should be 3-2. We could very easily be 4-1. We had cleaned up a few things game 1. But it is what it is. We're going to be 2-2-1. We're going to be right in the mix of things. Hopefully the Chargers beat Washington this afternoon and we'll be second place in the division. Last time I checked, the Eagles were losing to the Broncos. I don't think that's going to last long. They're only down by 1. But overall, how about them Cowboys? Got the dub today. Go Cowboys. I'm going to be watching the Yankees game here after this game is over. It's almost over. There's an onside kick. Let's see if the Cowboys get it, and they do. Game over. Let's go Cowboys. We got this win. How about them Cowboys? I'll catch y'all later. Peace.